What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's podcast. That's right, a subject that came up where our boy Phil tried to sweep it under the rug and not make a big deal about it, but of course, his greed got the best of him. That's right. If you don't know what I'm talking about, apparently Phil announced yesterday on the podcast that he has a new PayPal account, which is very weird. Now, you might say to yourself, well, wait a minute, I remember this happened a few years ago. You would be correct. That's right. That did happen a few years ago. And most of us speculated that he was either ban evading, his account got suspended, he had too many chargebacks, he had a negative chargeback balance, and he had to create a separate account because, of course, he needed that liquidity each day and couldn't wait for a week for it to clear up or whatever, right? So I went back yesterday and I took a look at the old videos, and sure enough, that's actually what happened. I noticed that about a week after he created the new account, he came back on and told everyone, hey, forget what I said, go back to using the old account. And then he did mention that his account was on hold because of, I don't think he says suspicious activities, but he did say that there was a review of his account being done. So I'm guessing someone reported him, or again, he had too many chargebacks. Something happened where he couldn't use the account. So again, fast forward about a year and a half later, and lo and behold, DSP mentions yet again that he had to create a new account. Very suspicious. And of course, it's interesting listening to Phil talk about these type of subjects because, of course, he's trying to be so evasive, not give people any information. He's being vague. He's making sure that no one focuses too much on what he's actually saying. But of course, detractors and Doody will actually, look at all these things and do some actual research. So we're going to watch the video of DSP telling or making the announcement that he has a new PayPal link. And I want you guys to pay attention to his body language and pay attention to his word. All right, let's watch it.
Today, my tips link is different. What do I mean by that? Well, if you use the tips command right now, you're going to see there used to be a link there you click on and it goes to my tips page. You can send me a tip via that page. Well, the tips link has updated. It's an updated page now. You'll see that everything's a little different.
Okay, I want to stop it there because he's trying to make it seem like PayPal changed something. You notice that? Oh, it looks different. Something's different. It looks different. Yes, you know what's different? You created a whole different account for some reason. For some odd reason, the business account that you've been using for years, at least, almost 10 years, you decided out of nowhere, hey, you know what? I'm growing tired of this business account. Let me, not use it, create a personal account and use that for my business. It makes no sense, Phil. There would be no reason why you would actually use a personal account for business purposes. You really don't. And it doesn't cost you anything to actually have a PayPal business account. Your boy Doody does have a PayPal business account. You can have two. You could own a business PayPal account and a personal account. You can do that. That's not a problem. The thing is that you actually have to have you have to actually separate those accounts by bank account. So I'll give you an example. The business account has to be tied to a unique account, bank account, or credit card, right? Or you can use the PayPal debit check card that they have that they charge you. I think they charge you a couple bucks for it a month. Not sure.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, that's right, Wings. Big up,
either
Wings.
Subscribe, donate, or get the fuck out.
That's right, Wings. Speaking facts. So anyway, you have to have specific accounts tied to unique financial institutions. So if he has the business account, he has to link that to, say, the PayPal debit card, right? And then his personal account would have to be linked to his bank account directly, or his mother's bank account, or Fat Cat's bank account, or whatever. We know Phil's not doing that. So whatever institution he used, he owns it, right? So my guess is that the business account was probably tied to the PayPal account, the PayPal check card account, and this new personal account is probably linked directly to his bank, right? So that's probably how he did it. Is that illegal, or is that wrong, or is that against terms of service? No, it's not. But if you're trying to ban evade, or you're trying to evade a restriction that PayPal has placed on your account, that's wrong. You know what I mean? That's like getting banned off of YouTube or Twitch and then creating a sock account and trying to, run a business off of that account. No. You're going to get banned for ban evading, right? So something really odd is going on here. And again, his evasiveness tells you that he's trying to hide something. So let's keep hearing what he has to say. This clip is like, we'll listen to like another 30 seconds.
So this week, starting this week, please tip me via the new stuff. The thing is, I know some people who actually tip me will like favorite the old link and just, oh, I want to tip Phil, and they'll click on the link. It ain't going to work today. All right. I've set up a new page. So go to the new tips page and please tip me via the new page if you wanted to tip via PayPal. Now, everything else is still the same, but this is a thing that periodically I may change it from time to time. And in this case, I changed it this week. I want everyone to know. I saw someone in chat.
Okay. All right. So he mentioned that he's done this in the past. He has. He's done this twice. The last time he did it, it was because his business account wasn't accessible. It was suspended for whatever reason, and he didn't say why, right? So again, my guess is he's either evading a timeout, he's evading a freeze on his account because there's suspicious activities, or negative PayPal balance. So if you have a negative PayPal balance, any money that goes into that account gets automatically withdrawn. Or if you have a bank account tied to it, PayPal will extract money from your bank account to pay that balance off. I think if it's more than if you have a business account and it's more than $100, if you're in the negative more than $100, I think after about a week or two, PayPal will hit your bank account and take their money. They will. So I think what's going on here, if I'm to guess, one of two scenarios. One, he either had his account suspended or he has a timeout, right? And he can't use PayPal. So of course, DSP being the greedy e-beggar that he is, and can't simply rely on super chats, memberships, and kicks, because that support's completely dried up. He needed to create a separate account and evade the timeout. That's what I'm guessing. So either that happened, or he got a significant amount of chargebacks, right? To the point where it's going to take him probably a week or two to get out of that hole. And being that the support's been very slow, he was worried that, you know, his financial, you know, his account or whatever would get wrecked. So he would fall so behind with his bills and everything that he owes that he would be in severe trouble, to the point where he would have to beg his viewer. He would. And of course, we know that DSP doesn't beg anymore. Sure, or whatever you say. But, you know, we won't have, you know, 2 or 3 marathons in January just so that he can catch up on his bills. Phil doesn't want to do that. So what does he do? He evades. So he creates a separate personal account so that he can definitely get his tips. The other reason too is because the other reason why he needs this PayPal tip, you know, the account for tips, is because Kick, of course, support has been tied up. Now, when he went to Kick back in October in 2024, that's when he started saying he doesn't care how you support. He didn't care about tips. He wasn't going to beg for tips because he was going to be getting that Kick check every week, right? And he replaced the tip support with Kick support. So the Kick support made him liquid. Now that Kick is dried up, he's desperate for that tip money. He needs that tip money as soon as possible. And the other thing too, folks, is he's been playing WWE Champion. He has. So several people have been tracking him now that WWE Champion is back up. And in every instance where he takes a break, you can see that he's logged into WWE Champions. That's right. Like yesterday, it was funny. He logged off of his streams last night, and literally a minute after he logged off his stream, he fired up WWE Champion. How fucking coincidental is that, right? So again, he lied about not playing WWE Champions anymore. We know that's bullshit. And he's spending money like crazy. And we all know that support's dried the fuck up. And he has zero in his bank account to fall back on. He really does. And that's why he's desperate. And that's why he needs to make sure that everyone is aware of the new PayPal link. Now, more than likely, what'll probably happen is, in a couple of days, his account will get cleared up for whatever reason, and then he'll try to tell everyone, "Hey, forget what I said. We're gonna go back to the old account," and he's gonna go back to the old account. You know, because of course, having 2 separate accounts for Phil requires him to do more work during the tax season, and Phil can't be doing more work on tax season. You know what I mean? He spends already like 8 hours in a month just to get his tax documents prepared. We can't do another 20 minutes. No, fuck that. You know, he needs that time for WWE Champion. All right, so here's a post by Jay Gannon real quick, and he actually linked the two different accounts. So he did get a screen grab of the DSP Gaming account for PayPal, which is his business account, and then the Phil Brunel one, which is the real DSP or whatever, right? The nice thing that you actually see right here is there's actually a report this link. So I'm sorry, Phil. I know you were trying to be a little bit incognito and not make a big deal of this. But bro, you know, anytime you do something or change something, detractors are gonna be in full force. They're gonna see everything you do. They're gonna report you, brother. So you're probably gonna get mass reported to PayPal about ban evading or whatever the case is. It looks like Gamerface Gaming did as grok. According to PayPal user agreement, updated October 29th, it is prohibited to open new or additional accounts to circumvent. Oh, yeah. So this just says ban evasion. So you're not allowed to ban evade, which pretty much every service nowadays, you can't ban evade. It doesn't matter what it is. So yeah, this is very interesting, folks. I'd like to see in the next coming days what exactly will happen. Will he come back and say, oh, the account's unfrozen? We can go back to using the old DSP Gaming PayPal account, or if going forward he has to use this personal account because he was either banned, he did something stupid. I'm pretty sure he did something stupid. He got reported to PayPal, and PayPal probably gave him a ban for like a week. We'll see, and it'll be interesting to see if he'll actually bring it up or talk about it during the streams when he actually gets his account. Now I quickly just asked Google a quick question: can you create another account on PayPal? And it does say yes, you can create another account. But again, that's if you're in good standing with PayPal and you're not ban evading. And this also highlighted the thing that I said is you have to have a separate finances, where if your business account, you have to have it linked to either a credit card or a banking institution, and then the personal one has to be a different one. So it just confirms exactly. Anyway, it should be interesting. I always find it fun when Phil makes changes to his business and he tries to act like it's not a big deal, folks. Don't worry. Nothing to see here. Reminds me of Leslie Nielsen in The Naked Gun, you know, standing behind explosions talking about, you know, please disperse. Nothing to see here. That's what DSP looks like. Anyway, I'm pretty sure he'll scream and shout if he got reported to PayPal and got his new personal account removed. He might do something. He might create a third account, or maybe he'll go to Cash App. Can you imagine Phil doing Cash App? Guys, if you want to tip me, please use Cash App. The poor man's banking online banking institution, Cash App. Anyway, folks, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.